And welcome back into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live action of Game 3 here between the Mets and Colorado Rockies. Mets going for not only this series sweep, but the season sweep of the Rockies here today. So let's go. We'll hop into today's lineup, today's pitching matchups. We'll say hi to some folks that are here already as well. We'll keep an eye on some of the other games that are interesting to the Mets. Let's make sure we're good to go on all the sides. Gary and Keith in the booth again today. Let's go live on the vertical side as well. All right, now let's say hi to some folks that are already putting messages in the chat. Bud is here saying good afternoon, PAS. Family, it looks like a good day to win a baseball game. Let's go, Mets. Agreed. Every day looks like a good day to win a baseball game. Natalie is here saying, hey, welcome back. Charles is here. What is up, Charles? Beck is back saying, Mr. John, let's do this again. We got Darren over on the playback side. What's up, Darren? Saying hi, John. Charles also says, welcome to Sunday afternoon edition of MLB Baseball Action, live streaming on the PAS network. Becca says, look at that. Another girl. Smash them free subs and hit that like button. Hot day in paradise, she says. Ernesto's back saying good afternoon, Mets Nation. Let's go, Mets. So good stuff over on that playback.tv website again. Sharon's back saying Mets fans unite. Rob is here saying hello, Adrenaline Junkies. Let's go, Mets. Awesome stuff. Love it. Love seeing everybody hop in early. Let's get into today's lineups. The pitching matchup on the mound today, it'll be Megill for the Mets. He's 4-4 in 12 starts with a 3.77 ERA in 59 and 2/3 innings, averaging less than 5 innings per start. So Megill needs to start turning his season around with Montas and Manaya already doing their rehab assignment. So for the Rockies, it'll be Chase Dollander, 9 starts on the year. He's 2-5, 41 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 home runs, and he also averages less than 5 innings per start. Met lineup today, it'll be Lindor leading off. Nimmo will bat second, Soto third, Alonso fourth, Jeff McNeil fifth, Ronnie Mauricio will DH and bat sixth, Taylor seventh, Beatty eighth, and Alvarez will bat ninth. James Stein is here saying, hey, John, how are you doing? Let's go, Mets. I do not have... Let's see if we can make this smaller here. No, we can make this smaller. And then make the scoreboard bigger so I can see what inning it is. All right, some other games going on right now. The Padres have a 1-0 lead over the Brewers in the 7th. The Phillies and Pirates are tied up at 1 in the 6th. Rangers and Nationals are in a rain delay. They have not started that game yet. Diamondbacks and Reds tied up at 2. They're also in a rain delay in the 6th inning. The Tigers have a 4-0 lead over the Cubs in the 5th. Guardians up 2-0 over the Astros in the 6th. Royals and White Sox tied at 2 in the 4th. Twins lead the Blue Jays 2-1 in the 3rd. Dodgers up 3-0 over the Cardinals in the 3rd. Mets getting ready to get going here. Braves and Giants at 4 o'clock, as well as Orioles and A's, Mariners and Angels, and then the nightcap is Red Sox and Yankees. Only final from today is the Rays beat the Marlins 3-2. Raymond's here saying afternoon, John and all. Let's go Mets. James Stein says no caps, James. Who do the Mets play this week? The Nats? The Nats and somebody. I forget who else it is. It really seems they've committed to Alvarez getting 75 to 85% of the starts. Yep. Bud says, come on, Pirates, hijack them again. We don't need to know that. Let's see here. We just need to know what inning. Here we go. They go to commercial break. Darren over on the other side says there's motivation for Megill to pitch well with Minaya and Matas on the horizon. Absolutely. Yeah, but who's after that? I know it's Nats on Tuesday. Tampa Bay. Thank you. Thanks, Ernesto. Natalie says, come on, Pirates, beat those evil Phillies. And I disagree, but will support the moves because Stearns and Mendoza have proven to be right more often than not. Still waiting for first pitch here. They're still at commercial break. Let's see what we got going on here. Not sure what that was about there. Not sure what that was about. So let's see here. Let's get back over to the chat here. See if I'm missing any. James, second strike. No all caps. It'll be Lindor, Nimmo, and Soto here to lead it off in the first. Oh, I did not see. They were just doing the Rockies defense. I did not see. Looks like it'll be McMahon at third, Ritter at short, Estrada at second, Arcia over at first, Fulford behind the dish, Beck in left, Hilliard in center, and Freeman in right field. Dolander making his way out to the mound. That was an automated repeat. It was an automated, huh? How is it automated? James says Mets need to come out swinging. Let's go. Hola. What's up, Liam? Welcome in. Once again, still waiting to get to 100 likes. We've done it once so far in June. Brad is here saying good evening, everyone. What's up, Brad? How were things out in Hawaii? Bud saying, let's go, Mets. Swing the bat. I don't need that. Make sure we're good to go here. No, Liam, English, bud. I bombed the thumbs up as soon as I entered. I enter like I always do. Let's go, Becca. Dolander still throwing his warm-up pitches here. Duck is here. What's up, Duck? Welcome in. Yeah, your Phillies are struggling right now. I just hit the like button. Thank you, James. No Espanol. Good afternoon, fellow Met fans. What's up, Flatbush? Frank T is here saying greetings to all. Things are looking great. It's Sunday. I'm just having my coffee, he says. Fouled off, phone 2. Charles says, feel inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time. DO2. Down low, 1 and 2. Steven Dilcher's here. What's up, Steven? Frank says he's feeling much better. Good to hear, Frank. Up high, 2 and 2. 2 and 2. The 2-2. Way inside, 3 and 2. So he was down 0 and 2. Now it's a full count. Catcher has a glove problem here, so he walks to the dugout to get a new glove. Tightens the laces. The 3-2 from Dolander. Fouled off. Do it again. Frank says make him pitch. Let's go, Mets with the crickets. Grimace, Mr. Methead. The 3-2. Dolander deals. On the outside, call strike 3. Looks like a ball to me. The Blues calling strikes today. He's like, it's getaway day. Swing the bat. Let's see. And too close to take. Too close to take. That'll bring Nimmo. Fouled it off 0-1. Of course, the Rockies' equipment is breaking. Spent all their money on Chris Bryant. And it's up the center. Hilliard will make the catch. 2 away. Frank says a respectful hello to my PAS friends and family. Frank, you been released yet? The Rangers and Nationals game has been in a rain delay this whole time. They just started. In for a strike, 0-1. And the Phillies Pirates going to the top of the 7th. We'll keep an eye on that one. The 0-1. And that one lined. Base hit in the left center field. Beck will cut it off to keep him to a single. That'll bring up Alonso. Darren says, way to go, Soto. Frank says, do tap that like plus subscribe button. I'm still here flipping out. That'll bring up the polar bear. In for a strike, 0-1. Fouled off quickly behind 0-2. The light Rocky crowd gets to their feet with the 0-2. And that one fouled off again. We'll do it again. Luminous says, I like singles. Let's go Mets. Let's go Pete, says Raymond. Bernard is here saying good afternoon, everyone. Let's go Mets. The 0-2. Pickoff throw, not in time. Luminous also says, I clicked like. Make sure you hit them thumbs up, everyone. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Back up in here, riding the sweet money line. Let's go. What's up, Zayden? The 1-2. Darnell's back saying, let's go, Mets. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Glubby's back saying, let's go, Mets. Let's take this final game. Charles says, hit that like button on your way into the live stream broadcast. The 1-2. 17th pitch of the inning from Dolander. He deals. Swung on a miss. Dolander strikes out 2 in the inning. We go bottom 1, still scoreless. Working them. So let's see what else is happening today in sports. Anything? I think the NBA Finals Game 2 is tonight, I think. NHL, probably not till tomorrow. Pacers Thunders tonight at 8. And Oilers Panthers Game 3 is on Monday. Yep. The Phillies Pirates going to the bottom of the 7th, still tied up at 1. Peter C is back saying afternoon all. Let's go Mets. Lots of pitches early. Frank says, my bad, I wasn't smoking. No worries, Frank. Oh, Sharon re-upped her membership. Now a member for 9 months. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate you going above and beyond to support the channel like that. Has anybody ever been out to Colorado? It just looks awesome. Like, I would love to see that. Just the mountains, the rivers. Frank says, heck yeah. All right, Megill on the mound here for the Mets. Back to lead it off. And we're underway. Outside, 1-0. Darren says, we'll get him next time, Pete. Yep. The 1-0. Oh, way inside, 2-0. Good game for the Phillies and Pirates game. I don't know who pitched for the Phillies today. I know Skeens was on the mound for Pittsburgh today. The 2-0. Fouled off, 2-1. Michael says Colorado is beautiful. Raymond says, let's go Tyler, throw strikes. Fouled off, 2-2. Megill has gone to 100 pitches his last 2 starts. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Started off 2-0 and comes back and throws 3 straight strikes. Beatty at the Met defense today. It's Beatty at third, Lindor at short, McNeil at second, Alonso at first, Alvarez behind the dish. And in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Nimmo, Taylor, and Soto. Jeffrey Battles here saying, hey, John, Jeffrey and Frank say a happy Sunday. And Frank is a Philly fan who can't even bet the Pirates. Let's go Mets. Welcome in. Lux is back saying LFGM. Let's not get stagnant at tapping that like. Swung on the Mets, quickly head 0-2. See ya. Let's go, Big Drip. Charles says, guidelines for chatting, absolutely 100%, no exceptions, no spoilers, no trolling, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion, or posting of links unless approved by the host. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. Darren with the strikeout and then puts in the back-to-back case. Absolutely no exceptions, no profanity. Be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument, not the person. First pitch is outside the Goodman. Goodman DHing today for Colorado. No spamming, he says. Absolutely not. No spamming. The focus is real. The 1-0. Swung on a miss. 1-1. Excuse me. The 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. Megill walks off the mound here. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Megill strikes out the side. We go to the second. Still scoreless. It'll be McNeil, Mauricio, and Taylor coming up. Frank says no spoilers. I'm ahead now. I used to be behind the tracker. I'm ahead now. Most of the time, I should say. Most of the time, I'm ahead on the tracker. So we go to the second. Let's check in on our other games that we're looking at here. Bottom 7, Phillies and Pirates still tied up at 1. Bottom 8, Padres up 1-0 over the Brew Crew. It's Tyler. It's not Tyler. Tylor. Time for a smoke, says Bud. Yeah, Darren puts the 3 strikes, 3 Ks into the chat. Tyler throwing the heat. Unless he changes it. I know our guy Fitzy will be live tonight for the Red Sox-Yankees game. Nice job, Tyler. Hey, Stoney's back saying hi, PAS, LFGM. And here we go to the second. Wow, the Braves have a 3-13 record in their last 16 games. Oh, Harper's out again. That right down the middle to McNeil, 0-1. The 0-1 popped up. It'll go out of play, 0-2. Yes, Megill is pitching today. Struck out the side in the first, Tony. That doesn't make any sense, Clubby. Ripped foul, 0-2. Yep. Way to go, Tyler. Good job striking out the side. Eric says, afternoon, everyone. Let's go. Glad he did that. The pressure's on him. Montas and Minaya are coming back soon. Right now, I think we all believe he would be the odd man out. Up high, 1-2. Raymond saying, let's go, Jeff. So between the two pitchers, the 6 outs in the first, 5 of them were strikeouts. The 1-2 popped up. It'll go out of play. Still 1-2. That's what I'm talking about, says Eric. Sony agrees. Hey, the next Mets 28 games. That one ripped foul. Still 1-2. Are all in the EST. So let's go. We've had a lot of West Coast trips here early on. A lot of sleeping this weekend, I can tell you that. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Frank says much respect to everyone on this great channel. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Darnell saying, working, boys. The 3-2. And chopped foul. We'll do it again. Hey, John, overall, how is this guy Mauricio? I don't know much about him. Well, there was a lot of hype around his name coming into last season because he was going to be our third baseman, and then he got hurt. So we're really not sure. I mean, he's been a great minor leaguer. And McNeil drives one out to right field. Freeman looks up at it, and it's out of here. Back-to-back games with a home run for the Squirrel, and the Mets take a 1-0 lead. Oh wow, let's go then. 28 straight games. Yep. Like you said, be a lot of not sweeping, sleeping. That's what I've done this weekend with Mrs. PAS on the road. Jeff McBombs. Let's go. .411 off the bat. And Mauricio swings and misses 0-1. Almost broke my other ankle. Didn't someone suggest getting rid of Megill last night? I don't know if it was getting rid of him. I think just sending him to the bullpen, which he's going to be the odd man out right now. McSquirrel. And that one ripped. That's a base hit in the right field for Mauricio. He'll pull in at first with a single. I was going to say a one-out single, but no. Nobody out yet. Luminous says, I like runs. Alex is back saying, hi, what's up, Alex? That's what I was talking about. Come out swinging. Nice. We can do a lot of sweeping also. Well, we got the Nats. We got the Nats and the Rays for the 6-game homestand. So, pickoff throw. Mauricio back in. Another homer for Jeff. Let's go. Yup. Jeff McNeil home run, Alex. Outside, 1-0. I heard. No. Nobody's taking Megill. Charles says, once you carry your own bucket of water, then you can appreciate the value of every drop. Darren says, steal a bag. Pickoff throw, not in time. They're in the top of the 8th there in Pittsburgh, still 1-1. Outside, 2-0. That's a pretty good homestand coming up for the Mets. Potentially, right? I mean, it'd be very disappointing if they don't win at least 4 of those 6 games. No. They've scored 9 runs over their last 14 games. They're struggling right now. James Pava's here saying, I'm late. Squirrel, LFGM. Eventually, I see McGill's not going to. Why would Megill replace Stanek? The 3-0. They're in for a strike, 3-1. If anybody, he would replace Buto. Way inside, ball 4. So after the home run, the Mets get a single and a walk. That'll bring up Beatty. And Dolander, still nobody out here in the second, up to 35 pitches. Pitching coach will come out to the mound here. Adam G is here, says, hope you're all doing well. Yeah, Stanek's good this year. No way. Agreed. I mean, they're two different. Megill would be long relief, so he would replace Buto. Let's do this Mets style. Bud says, I went for a smoke in the Mets score. Well, you need to put us on your phone. Let's go, Mets. Make them work. Yeah, 85 pitches here. Still nobody out. Or 30, you have 35, not 85. Yep. Tyler, long reliever, spot starter. Exactly. Yeah. And that's all we need in the pitches, 1 inning. Tell me you don't know anything about baseball without saying you don't know anything about baseball. The first pitch to Beatty. Swung on a mass 0-1. M8 saying hi. Welcome in, M8. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Let's go, Beatty, says Bernard. And Darnell says Beatty has been pressing lately. Yup. The 2-1. That one lifted out to left center. Beck will make the catch. 1 away. No, Terrence is not playing today. Laugh instead of crying, Mr. John. No. Yeah, that's what I need to start doing, Frank. So by that logic, we should get rid of Diaz as well then, because he only pitches 1 inning. Outside, 1-0. Ronnie's here saying hi, everyone. What's up, Ronnie? I'll be hanging out in Fitzy's stream later. The 1-0. Swung on a mass, 1-1. Even though the Rockies are bad, the stadium's full. Ronnie says, gave you a light. Lindor is a warrior for playing with a broken toe. The Mets need to start a rally right now. Becca says, been listening, just can't chat. Swung on a mass, 1-2. Raymond's hit. Come on, Alvy, little hit. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Outside, 2-2. Stanek has pitched back-to-back days. Once again, man. Some of you just don't like a player. Okay, that's fine. You don't like a player, but come on. Getting rid of Stanek for Megill in the pen makes no sense. The 2-2. And that one lined out to left center. It'll drop in. Mauricio will score. And it's 2-0 on the RBI single. Mauricio read that one right off the bat. I've been listening and watching baseball for 60 years. I proved every day I know nothing. Right. So runners on first and second here with one out. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Dollander still up to 44 pitches here in the second inning. Down low, 1-0. Darren says, putting in a laughing emoji, says, finally, Alvarez. Nice, Albie. Get a few more. Thank you, Frank. Mo runs. Fouled off, 1-1. I almost gave up hope for Mauricio. Glad I was wrong. Mauricio got on with a base hit. Oh, just missed. 2-1. Mauricio singled. Nimmo in the on-deck circle swinging that sledgehammer. The 2-1. Way inside, 3-1. Wow, 31 pitches in the second inning. He's up to 48 on the game. The 3-1. And Chopper in front of the plate. Dollander didn't know how many outs there were. He flipped it to first. He had an easy double play ball, and he flipped it to first base. Runners on second and third and 2 outs. That's a rookie mistake where the young man's got to learn there. A little chopper right back to you. Turn and fire to second. I've given a lot of apologies. I don't know what the deal is with giving McNeil so much playing time now over Acuna. There's a strike going 1 to Nimmo. $50 pitches here for Dollander. The 0-1. Off 0-2. I was proved wrong about Mauricio. I thought he was going to be in a terrible slump for long, but he proved me wrong. Let's go, Brandon. Need a timely hit here. Is he on morphine too? And fouled off, still 0-2. Darren says Pete's going to get you if you last Dollander. Well, we'll see. We got to get through Nimmo and Soto yet. Yeah, once the kid got his first hit, he's been confident. Yep, the 0-2. Popped up. Foul. Will still be 0-2. I mean, that home run that was last night, right? Yeah. I mean, that's the longest home run hit this year by a Met. 456. Upper tank there in Colorado. The 0-2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Has to be a disciplinary issue with Acuna. Yeah, I don't know. The 1-2 to Nimmo. And base hit. Oh, no, it's not a base hit. Shortstop had it played perfect. I thought that was going to be hit right back up the middle. But had him played perfect. The Mets do get 2, though. We go bottom 2. I don't know how many he hit last year, Stoney. Did he hit 40-something last year? No. He will not hit 40-something home runs this year. Double 2 nights ago, homer last night. Thank you, James. He says, I don't want my MTV. I want the Mets to win. How about your money for nothing? Phillies and Pirates, no score. Bottom 8. Let's go over and look. The Pirates have a runner on first and nobody out. Darren says Soto hit 41 homers last year. Yeah. He's not hitting that many this year. He'll be close to 30, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. He's got 11. So, but I don't think he's hitting 40. And I was proven wrong about Megill. He's been pitching with guts, although erratic at times. Johnny's back saying hello, everyone. Welcome back, Johnny. Now a runner on second for Pittsburgh and nobody out. James says MTV must trade Vientos. Looking more and more like a possibility with Mauricio. Estrada would lead it off. Takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. So great to have you all joining us today on the PAS Network. It's a long season yet. Not sleeping on Soto. It's just looking at history. Down low, 1-1. And the Mets don't need Soto to hit a home run hitter either. Keep getting me base hits in the left center field. The 1-1. Did he go? No, 2-1. It looked like a strike on the pitch, let alone swinging. The 2-1. And a chopper. McNeil's got it. 1 away. Just saying, my bad. No worries, Frank. Phillies are losing. They are losing. It's 2-1. Yep, Phil's down 2-1. Thank you, everybody. That's right, John. Whatever Soto gets this year, hit runs and ribs will be happy no matter what. Exactly. I think Lindor is captain. Lindor's not a captain on this team. No, he's not captain. I think the Mets are waiting to name him captain until after the David Wright jersey retirement. Outside, 1-1. No, yep. Yeah, Frank's fine. Yeah, as long as Soto is on base, that's his real value. Exactly. Be right back. Need to tap on the other channel. Inside, 2-1. Ball in the dirt, 3-1. This is Megill's trouble, right? Looks great in the first inning, and then struggling in the second. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Like, what you have a 2-0 lead. What are you trying to paint the corners for, dude? Throw strikes. Bud says, let's go Pirates, make them walk the plank. Mets really looking solid. Different guys contributing every game. I don't know when the actual ceremony is. First pitch is up and away, 1-0. Swung and missed, 1-1. Unbelievable with the walks. That's Megill's 29th walk on the year. That's what worries me about Megill, his inconsistency. On the outside corner, 1-2. Frank says, no time to pitch, fancy. Just do this. Exactly. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. I'm saying throw strikes, Megill. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. Yeah, Raymond's agreeing. Throw strikes. The dreaded walks. You see, his pitch count is low. He's only at 26 pitches here, but come on. The 3-2. Bounce in the dirt, back-to-back walks. Come on, dude. This is Hefner going out there. But Mendoza should go out there. Be like, listen, dude. Get your crap together, or you're out. There you go. James Pava and Ernesto both saying July 19th. Thank you both. Charles saying smash them free subs and hit the like button. Let's see where we are on the like count. Up to 38 already. Let's go. Smash them free thumbs up. Darren says, I think Megill doesn't want to throw as many fastballs to lefties, relying on secondary pitches. Okay, well, knock it off. Make them earn it. If they get a base hit off your fastball, they get a base hit. Don't give them free bases. And that one popped up, foul down the right field side. Out of play. He needs talking to. Wake up, Megill. He's thinking he's trying to out finesse the hitters. He needs to trust his stuff and just go with the flow. Until they're knocking your best pitches around, keep throwing them. Fouled straight back, 0-2. Agreed, Frank. Timid pitching never works. The 0-2. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Raymond says, come on, Megill. 2-run lead. Throw strikes. Thinks he's Greg Maddux. Raymond H saying hi. Welcome in, Raymond. He went, struck him out. Why didn't the home plate umpire call that? Yes, that was a strike swinging, Keith. Yeah, 4 strikeouts. Braxton Fulford. Darnell says, here we go. Pop foul, 0-1. The 0-1. And that one lifted out to left center. Taylor on the run will make the catch. So a couple walks, but they're stranded. We go to the third. Still 2-0 Mets. It'll be Soto, Alonso, and McNeil coming up. Megill doing Megill things again. Yep. Frank saying, don't tell anyone, but a nurse gave me a Pall Mall this morning. Who do I call, Frank? What hospital are you in? I'm calling. They go to the ninth there in Pittsburgh. Pirates up 2-1. Rangers up 2-0 over the Nats. Reds and Diamondbacks tied up at 2 in the seventh. Tigers up 4-0 over the Cubs. That game in the top of the ninth inning. Guardians up 4-2 over the Astros. Royals up 4-2 over the White Sox. Twins up 4-3 over the Blue Jays. Dodgers up 4-1 over the Cardinals. Braves and Giants at 4 o'clock. Orioles and A's. Mariners and Angels. And then the 7 o'clock game tonight, Red Sox and Yankees. As of right now, our boy Fitzy will be doing that game. Is she working right now? No, she went to a conference for Friday, Saturday, and this morning. But then where the conference was, she took a couple days off to go visit her mom out in Western New York. So she's out in Western New York now, taking a couple days with her mom. Let's go, Matt's heavy hitters coming up. He's in Hackensack. I don't think the nurses want me to leave. They're paid to be nice to you, Frank. I'll tell her when she gets back that everybody says, hello. Yeah, but when you're laying in a hospital bed, you can't pick and choose. Adam says he just moved from Western New York. Beautiful place. Yes, where her mom lives is beautiful country. Down low, 2-1. It's good. Mrs. PAS can see her mom. Yep. And she works at the local university here, so the semester's over, so she's got some time here. So Stoney saying hello as well. Just graduated and popping to say LFGM. What's up, Fitzy? Congratulations on graduating. Outside, called a strike, 3-2. Okay, Toby, now you're banned. And that one ripped in the right. Who needs a walk when you can line one in the right? Soto's 2 for 2. Congratulations to our guy Thomas Fitzpatrick for graduating high school today. He said, we did it outside and I'm sweating like crazy. Toby, nice try with the joke, but try it again tomorrow, man. Let me come back over to the chat. Whoa, way up and in the Pete, 1-1. James is here. Let's go, Mets. Watching Money in the Bank now. How is everyone? Congratulations, graduates. I'm graduating in 2 weeks from high school. Says Natalie. The 1-1. That ball gets away. Soto goes the second. He'll make the turn. Then he'll stop there. So a bad throw there. We did it outside. I'm sweating like crazy, he says. Fitzy, you still going to be live tonight? Time for a cool change, yeah. Love it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Let's go. 1-1 to count. And Pete drives one out to left field. Beck goes back, looks up at it, and it's out of here. 16th of the year, tying him with David Wright on the all-time Mets home run list. Fitzy says, yeah, 7 p.m. for the Sunday night game between the Sox and the other New York team. Charles says, for information purposes, Thomas Fitzpatrick Sports Channel is a networking channel with the PAS network. Drop the knowledge. Go Pete, MVP. Pete, Polar Bear. Philly just lost 2-1. Let's go. Right now, before this game goes final, the Mets have a 4-game lead over the Phillies. Mets hold on to win today. It'll be 4.5. Keep smashing Pete. Polar Bear home run. Deal 1. Fouled off 0-2. Polar Bear, the RBI machine. Petey parked one. What's up, Hammer? Way to go, Pete. Pete. Fitzy says, I'm going to grab something to eat. Should be back. Polar Blast. A beautiful thing. The Phillies lost. Down low, 1-2. Let's go. Phillies lost. Nationals are losing. John Sterling. Another tool bag. Alex says refresh. Stoney says Phillies need to lose more. MVP. Swung on a miss. One away. Let me refresh this screen here. Yep, still stuck. Anytime there's a weird or a different play, it screws it up. Darren says, told you Pete was going to get him. You did. Whether you were ethically chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel inspired to join in the chat. Yes, Phillies lost. Yeah, but they just got swept by the Pirates. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Come on. That one lifted out to the center. Hilliard not going to make them a catch. Mauricio's 2 for 2. In your excitement last night, you went silent. No, Frank, that was 2 nights ago. That was during the Lindor two-run double in the 9th inning on Friday night. Hammer says, I got a feeling Mauricio might drive one out. 2 for 2. Rory's back. Just got home from church. I know you give me a breakdown on how the Mets score later. Mauricio takes off and he steals a bag. Let's go, Mauricio. I thought I lost my hearing, he says. Ronnie's in a groove. Ever since that first base hit. And that one ripped out to left. And that'll go up against the wall. Mauricio will score easily. Taylor runs to second. It's 5-0, good guys. No worse than the Marlins getting swept by the Rockies. Sure, it's much worse. The Phillies are a potential World Series candidate. Let's go, Mets. Imagine how good they're going to get when Vientos gets back. What do you mean? Vientos might not come back. You don't need him now if Mauricio is going to be like this. Fantastic play calling, says Frank. Philly has lost. Taylor steals third. Another stolen base. Let's go. What's up, Adventures? Way to go, Taylor. The only thing funnier than the Mets running away with division would be Washington in second place. Well, Washington's got to start winning too. And a little Beatty taps at the short, but the runner holds. 2 away. Frank saying, let's go, Mets. I've always liked Taylor. He's been a great pickup for us. Yeah, the Nationals are still 6.5 behind the Phillies. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Chopper short. Throws him out at first. But the Mets had 3, and it's now 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Alonso's 16th home run, tying him with David Wright for second all-time in Mets history. Mauricio just had to find his groove. Exactly. This team is well-rounded this year. A little bit of everything. Rory says congratulations to Natalie on their upcoming graduation from high school. Hammer says it's time for Alvarez to go big fly. Darren, let me come back up. Darren says yes. Mets pouring it on. Still plenty of season left. So but Philly fans were laughing at the Mets when remember when the Mets lost that Wednesday game against Pittsburgh? Philly fans, how do you not sweep Pittsburgh? How do you not win a game against Pittsburgh? Becca says, I'm going to keep saying it. Remember, you heard it here first. Ronnie will be a perennial all-star. Stone. Just throw strikes, Megill, right? It's a 5-0 lead. Make him earn it. It'll be 9-1-2 coming up for the Rockies here. I'd be okay with Vientos being our DH. Yeah, Hammer. I agree with that. Freeman, Beck, and Ritter coming up. 9-1-2 once again. In for a strike. No, called the ball 1-0. I did watch Money in the Bank. Yes, I did. But be careful. James is in the middle of watching it right now while he's listening to us, so no spoilers. Sunday barbecue, Rocky Mountain goat. And a ground ball to short. Lindor's got over the first, one away. The Phillies are injury plagued, but I'm still laughing. The Mets have injuries. I'm worried about the Phillies having injuries. Rory says no spoilers. Right, because James is watching it as we speak. Mets best record in baseball since June 1st last year. Yep. The first pitch from Megill. In for a strike, 0-1. Oh, Hammer says, I think Mauricio could be the next Ellie De La Cruz. Sign me up for that. The 0-1. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo onto the track. He'll make the catch. 2 away. I sure love how Mauricio plays in our lineup, right? Remember, Mauricio started 0 for 11. He's for 11. 5 for his last 7. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. You are turned into the live stream broadcast, MLB baseball action, Sunday afternoon edition. Let's go, Charles. No Rocky Mountain oysters for me, thank you. There's a strike. 1-2. Frank saying LFGM with the crickets. Grimace, Mr. Matt. Thank you, everyone. Jackson's back saying LFGM. Hi, everybody. The 1-2. Down low, did he go? He went, struck him out. 5 strikeouts from Megill through 3. We go to the 4th. 5-0 good guys. Time for Megill to let it fly and go after these hitters. Stanley's here saying hello, everyone. His bat speed is special. I wish Acuna would start hitting more because his defense at second base would be amazing. Frank says, make the math. Hit that like button. I have not checked how many likes we're at after 3 innings. Let's check. Up to 45 likes. Almost halfway there, everybody. Once again, we get to 100 likes. I hand out 5 free channel memberships. Bud says, I'll go for a smoke again. Let's go, Mets. The Nats do have a run, but they're still down 2-1. Reds up 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. Twins now up 6-3 over the Blue Jays. Dodgers up 5-2. Braves, I can't worry about the Braves early on. They're up 1-0. But the Giants keep winning those games late. Mariners up 1-0 over the Angels. And Orioles and A's no score, bottom 1. Bud, smoke for me, says Frank. Megill's the odd one out. Outside, 1-0 to Lindor. The 450 bomb was awesome by Mauricio. Yep. Absolutely crushed it. And that one ripped on the first. Mauricio will get it. Flip it to the pitcher covering. One away. New pitcher in the game here for the Rockies, Megill. Oh, five strikeouts there, says Darren. That'll bring up Nimmo. He's 0 for 2. Lined out the center and grounded out the short. Fouled off 0-1. Okay, Ryan. Ryan says, hi. I wish the New York Mets lose every game. Okay. Welcome in. And a little chopper in front of the plate. And wild throw down to first, but he stays on the bag. 2-3 on the put out. Charles says, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Stay focused, rooted, and grounded. That'll bring up Soto. He's 2 for 2 with a couple singles. In for a strike, 0-1. Deal 1. On the outside corner, 0-2. Nice pitch. Ouch. Let's keep it nice. He's allowed to root. He's allowed to hope the Mets lose every game. He's one step closer to being blocked from the channel. DO2. Up high, 1-2. Gary, stay focused on the game, dude. He gets off track and then has no idea what's going on. The 1-2. And that one lined out to left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Soto will pull in at first. 3 for 3 today. Hammer with another $5 super chat. I gave 5 last night and the Mets scored 8 runs. Let's do it again. Let's go, Mets. Hammer, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That'll bring up Pete. Pete's 1 for 2 today. Inside, 1-0. That home run tied him with David Wright for second on the all-time Mets home run list. Stoney says, don't worry, John. I put him in timeout for 30 minutes. Fouled off, 1-1. Another 3 hits for Soto. Yep. Much respect to you. The 1-1. Oh, up and in, 2-1. Pete turns out of the way. Johnny's saying, let's go, Mets. The 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. Oh, fouled off. That was a good pitch. 242 career home runs. The 2-2. And that one ripped foul. We'll do it again. The 2-2. And fouled off again. Hammer says if Alonso hits another home run, give him $10. Like the rest of the year? No. The 2-2 to Pete. Mejia deals. And line, base hit up the middle. Soto will round second. It'll put on the brakes there. Pete's 2 for 3. That'll bring up McNeil, who's 1 for 2 with the solo homer. The first pitch to McNeil. Swung on a mast, 0-1. Frank says Pete is immensely focused. I got to check. He's got to get that average. That hit there has got to get his average almost up to 300. Deal 1. And McNeil crushes one out to right field. Freeman goes back, looks up at it, and it's out of here. McNeil with his second homer of the day. A 3-run shot here. And it's 8-0 Mets. All with 2 outs. I like home runs. The Mets for another game hit 3 home runs. And we're only in the 4th inning. Frank says, ouch, I wasn't ready. Darren says, yes, broke it open. Johnny saying, wow, McNeil. Outside, 1-0. Here's Mauricio. He's 2 for 2 with a couple singles, a stolen base, a couple runs scored. The 1-0. On the inside. Ooh, inside, 2-0. I thought that was a strike. Good energy. James Pavia says, and the pitcher says, nuts. Jeff staying in the lineup for a while. Yep. Pays off for when I go for a smoke. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Exactly, Gary. Mejia retired the first 2. And now it's 3-0 to Mauricio. The 3-0. Down low. Nope. That is a strike. 3-1. He was getting that call. It looked a little low, but he called it a strike. Matt McNeil is on fire. JEFF. Inside, ball 4. So Mauricio's been on all 3 times today. 2 hits and a walk. Coach says, sorry I'm late, everyone. Damn, 8-0. Pitching coach comes out here. Yo, Crickets is here saying hi, John in chat. What's up, Crickets? Thank you, Charles. So we're waiting here by the pitching coaches out there. Frank says in the past the Mets were always dangerous when having 2 outs. Bud saying hello to crickets. Inside 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on a miss. 1-1. Taylor's 1 for 1 today. A walk in his double. He also stole a base. The 1-1. Outside 2-1. Did he go? 3-1, no swing. James Pava says touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Let's get a field goal next. What's our lead in our division? 4 games. And Taylor loops one out to center. Hilliard will make the catch. That'll retire the side, but the Mets get the 3-run shot from McNeil. It's now 8-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. Ken says, oh my, the great Phillies lost again. Maybe the Mets have a chance. No, Major League Baseball does not have a mercy rule. Brian Kelly saying, let's go Mets. And let's check. The Nats tied the Rangers. They're in 3rd place in the division. And they were down 2-0, but now it's tied 2-2 in the going to the 5th inning. And who else is it? The Braves? Braves still lead 1-0, but they've lost both those games to the Giants late. What the hell? Let's go. Mauricio must stay. This lineup is finally starting to click. Let's come back over and look. We're up to 54 likes after 3.5 innings. Let's go. Keep smashing them thumbs up. If you don't chat much, it's because I just got... Oh, if I don't chat much. My apologies on my spelling, says Frank. Hold on, Adrenaline Junkies. There's a day of withdrawals coming up. Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow. Darren says, I hope nobody asks for insurance runs. Sandra Sanchez says, you have a nice voice. Tell her I said thank you. Fouled off 0-1. Cricket says, dang, forgot to hit the light. No worries, hit it now. Penguin saying we need insurance runs. Charles says, smash them pre-subs and hit the like button. Frank says he loves his RNs. Swung on a miss, 1-2. I think he was just saying that because of what Darren said. I already answered, James. No, the MLB does not have a mercy rule. Pay attention if you're going to ask a question. Ground ball is short. Over the first, one away. Joe here decided to come to the game at Coors. Cheers, boss. Rockies aren't showing up this year. Michael's back saying greetings, everyone. Great to see our offense playing football in a baseball game. She went to tell the other nurses her name was said. The last season was amazing. The 1-0. That one lifted up. Out to shallow left. Nimmo come running in. Still running. Makes the catch. 2 away. Okay, Penguin, thank you for coming in long enough to show us your level of education there. But you were banned from the channel, not just timed out, banned. Banned. Bye-bye. Charles says your support on the PAS network is greatly appreciated. This includes the silent listeners and viewers. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Is the baseball IQ test a good thing? It would be a good thing. I would actually love to take a baseball IQ test. Oh, well, you timed them out, but I banned them. You can't come back to the channel making racist jokes. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Mercy rule. What do you think this is? Little League? Right. I think it might have been the first game I did on the channel for baseball. It was a spring training game. I think it was the Astros and Blue Jays in spring training, and the Astros won like 25-2. I'm like, this will not be fun. The 2-2. And a little chopper to short. Over to first. Another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the fifth. Still 8-0 Mets. You're bad you didn't see them. Well, you timed them out, so. Now you're banned, Leo. Now you're banned. You're banned too. Go watch somebody else, dude. Go watch somebody else. This offense keeps matching the pitching. I can't believe it. But we are looking at the best team in baseball. I don't know. Detroit's pretty good. It's a fair question about the mercy rule. Some people just don't know my humble opinion. Yeah, but I answered it the first time, and then he asked it again. That was my issue. Bud says, if I took a baseball IQ test, it would definitely be 3 strikes. James says, I'd rather be a Mets fan. There is no mercy. Screw around and get banned. I didn't say it made us the best team in baseball. Not you. You didn't specify, clown. You're timed out too now, dude. See you tomorrow. Love it. You're all going to come in and act in here like this? Vodnik, the new pitcher here. He'll be 8-9-1 in the Met lineup. Vodnik for the pitch clock violation, so it's 1-0 here, even before he throws a pitch. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Completely understand. If people simply respect, it would be nice. Friendly reminder, absolutely no exceptions. No profanity on the outside. Ooh, missed, 2-1. No profanity. Be civil and respectful of your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument, not the person. He says that I'm drugged up in the hospital. Swung on a miss, 2-2. And a chopper. Vodnik's got it. He'll flip the first. Man, slow play there. Beatty almost beat it out. 1-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Alvarez. I think Beatty has a hit mixed in the last 3 weeks. What? I'm not understanding. I think Beatty has a hit mixed. And a chopper foul, 0-2. Oh, does he have? Oh, I got you. I just misunderstood you. Freeman cannot make the catch and then hits the fence against the sidewall. He's okay. Yo, remember that guy last year in Milwaukee? They hit the opening in the fence in the foul in the wall in the foul territory. Yeah. Let's see. 0-3 today. 1-4 yesterday. 0-4 the game before that. 1-3 the game before that. I mean, his average is not great, but he's been getting hits, getting on base. Why don't I understand? I think Beatty has a hit mixed in the last 3 weeks. What does that mean? Or maybe I'm wrong. Let's put it up for the chat. Does this make sense, chat? Why can't you be more clear? His defense is good. Your comments are not. Everybody wave goodbye to Ken. Bye-bye. Another one. Not grammatically, no. Exactly. It didn't make sense. He says has. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day so far. LFGM. What's up, Cope? Take care of yourself. Holy crap, ain't nothing. I won't even ask. Just enjoy. Stanley saying a respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. Outside 0-1. Or got the outside corner 0-1, excuse me. Frank says he sees floating cigarettes and Yinglings. Help me. LFGM says Max. Popped up. Foul territory. Deep sea fishing. What are you talking about, Darren? Coat waving bye-bye. This is not a Rumble or Trumplandia. People keep giving super chats. The Mets will continue to score. Yeehaw. People flying out. Yes, I'm sorry I did not understand his wrongly worded question. Oh, 2. Bounce in the dirt, 1 and 2. The 1-2. Outside 2 and 2. Gary C. here says you call great game, great Mets games, Mr. John. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. It doesn't make sense in a question form, right? Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Vodnik strikes out 2. We are halfway through. Still, I almost said still scoreless. Still 8-0. There is no game, just hallucination. How you doing today? All right, Max, except for nonsense in the chat. Alex says, take that madness somewhere else, not in here. Mets are killing it, says Natalie. James B says, go Yankees. Welcome in, James. All fans are welcome in here. We just ask that you be respectful. I do remember those. Braves have a 3-1 lead over the Giants now. Dodgers up 6-3 over the Cardinals. Twins up 6-3 over the Blue Jays. Royals up 7-2 over the White Sox. And the Rangers up 3-2 over the Nats. Guardians beat the Astros 4-2. Tigers beat the Cubs 4-0. Reds beat the Diamondbacks 4-2. Pirates beat the Phillies 2-1. Padres beat the Brewers 1-0. And the Rays beat the Marlins 3-2. Once again, everyone, our guy Thomas Fitzpatrick will be live tonight on his channel doing the Red Sox-Yankees game. Natalie, be respectful. I hope everyone is having a nice day, says Frank. PAS is the place to be. James says, of course, good baseball is my game. Let's go. Love to hear it. Thank God you guys took Soto, honestly. Now that the adults of the room enjoy calling the game, let's go Mets. Hey, James M is here. Or John M. Not James M. James P. and then John M. Saying hello, John. Our Mets thus far scored 21 runs in 3 games. I'm loving it. Let's go. The 1-0. Fouled off 1-1. I would say the Braves are DOA, but I remember them erasing something like 11 or 12 game deficit in 22. So never say never. Correct. Just throw strikes, Megill. The 1-1. And that one ripped out to right. And no more no-hitter. Just bounced up against the wall. Soto has it. So a lead-off double. That was the first base hit of the game for the Rockies. Let me refresh this real quick. Let's go, Mets, says James. Cope says, holy cannoli, he was throwing a no-no. Yup. The no-hitter is gone, but the Mets win is strong. The 1-1, or the 1-0, excuse me. And a chopper foul. Alonso has more RBIs than Aaron Judge. Let that sink in. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Alex says he's praying for Frank T. Natalie says, darn it, I wanted a no-hitter. Frank says he's writing poetry to the nurses. Fouled off. Still 1-2. James says, summer of 69. What's Brian Adams have to do with this? The Mets were behind. Never say never. And that one ripped out to left, but foul. 1-2 still. That one lifted out to left. Nimmo, before the track, will make the catch. Throws it in the third. The runner will hold. 1 away. That'll bring up Fulford. He flew out to center his first time. I bet the nurses love it, says Jim. Charles says MLB baseball action coverage on the PAS network. Sunday afternoon edition. Thanks for being here once again, Charles. Thank you for the team of 4 that is with Charles. I appreciate you letting Charles spend his days with us. Darren says Megill was the last pitcher to pitch a combined no-hitter. DO1. Outside 1-1. 1-1. And a ground ball is short in the center field for a base hit. That'll get a run home. Lindor made a diving attempt at it, but it got under his glove. Atlanta ain't dead yet. They just smell that way. Mets, let's beat those Rockies. That's what I do since I can't paint. Poetry is good. In for a strike, 0-1. What a great Sunday. The Mets are winning. The Phillies got swept. How sweet it is. So we had a Brian Adams reference. Now we got a James Taylor reference. Jonathan saying hi. Absolutely, Charles. The 0-2. But outside 1-2. Someone must have seen fire and rain. Very nice. Very nice. And that one line foul. Still 1-2. How sweet it is. The 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. Yank Megill, he's washed. What's his pitch count? 70. My apologies. I best keep to the Mets game. Right? Getting everybody off track. And a chopper foul up the third base side. Still 2-2. He says, "Oh yeah, nice James Taylor reference. Couple of them. LFGM. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Inside ball 4. So number 9 hitter back to the top of the lineup. We got to get them to 20 games under 500. Then I'll be comfortable. Too much trauma from the 90s. Oh, am I? Stanley says it's great to see Megill pitching well. Jackie Gleason. What are you talking about Jackie Gleason for? Off the plate, 1-0. And that one, it goes by past Alonso. Another run's going to score. It's going to be runners on second and third. I agree. Time to get Megill out. That's not Megill's fault. That's on Alonso. But come on. It's only one out in the inning. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Outside 1-1. Short leash time, says Frank. Agreed. James says this is the first weekend since December 15th with no precipitation. Inside 2-1. Must be nice. We had rain Friday and Saturday. Raymond says, let's get out of this thing. Time to get the bullpen moving. Smash that like. It hit him. That'll load the bases. Get him out, dude. I mean, they're a base hit away from making this a ball game here. And popped up first pitch. Shallow left. Nimmo come running in. He'll make the catch. No tag. 2 away. Time to game with Cade, says hi. How is he still pitching? No idea. Same time, Cade also says, I watch your channel all the time. Welcome in. McGill, let's get 2 more outs, says Alex. So there's 1. Well, it's raining now in Harrisburg. James says it's been in the 70s and sunny all weekend. Huh. Fouled off 0-1. James also saying, come on, McGill. Paul Blackburn and Jose Castillo getting warmed up. The 0-1. Popped up. Shallow right. Alonso going out. And McNeil will call him off. And he'll make the catch. That'll retire the side. The Rockies trend, the base is loaded, but do get 2. It's now 8-2 going to the 6th. Sorry about that. How is he still pitching? Badly. Alex says it's hot here in Houston. I don't know what the temperature is here, but it's still overcast and kind of 71. It is raining right now. It says. I haven't looked outside. Hammer says no need to stress. Mets are going to score at least 14 today. Charles says without commitment you'll never start, and without consistency you'll never finish. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, says James. Darren says that inning was hairy. Yep. Yes, it was. Let's get those 2 back, says William. Still looking good, Matt, to keep up the momentum. Frank R. is here saying, hey, John and all, I have arrived. They tell me light rain tomorrow, says Alex. Got out of that bases loaded jam. Yep. Welcome in to the 4 new subscribers so far today over on the YouTube side. We do have Darren and somebody else checking us out over on the playback side. Megill qualified for the win. I bet that's why he stayed in. Maybe. Let's do this Met style. In for a. Oh no, ball one. Oh, it'll be Nimmo, Soto, and Alonso. Up to 64 likes on the stream. Let's go. There's a strike, 1-1. No, called the ball again. Wow. LFGM, says Frank. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Popped up. Shallow left. Makes the catch. 1 away. That'll bring up Soto. He's 3 for 3 today. 3 singles. Scored a couple runs. Frank says tap that like and subscribe button. It's a good thing. Let's go, Mets. Yeah. Either tonight or maybe I'll do that tonight when I'm watching Fitzy's stream. I'll start setting up this week's streams. Mets coming home on Tuesday for a 3-game set with the Nationals, followed by a 3-game series against the Rays. The 1-0. Right down the... Oh, called a ball, 2-0. Yikes. There's a strike, 2-1. Down low, 3-1. The 3-1 to Soto. Swung on a miss. 3-2. Nice pitch. Soto calls his timeout. Outside, ball 4. So Soto's been on base all 4 times. That'll bring up Alonso. He's 2 for 3 on the day. That average is now at 301. So Pete back over 300. 16 homers, 59 runs batted in. Swung on a miss. Nice pitch, 0-1. I think it would have been a strike if he didn't swing. Deal 1. Popped foul, 0-2. Mets getting a well-deserved day off tomorrow. I always worry about jet lag after a trip back from the West Coast. Get a hit, Pete. It'll be good to have a day off from streaming as well. The 0-2. Fouled off down the right field side. It'll go out of play. You know, it could be our year when Blackburn can come in and get almost 6 shutout innings against the Dodgers, right? The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Oh, somebody else signed up over on the playback side. Welcome in over there. The 2-2. Bounced in the dirt, 3-2. The Giants have tied the Braves. It's 3-3 in the fourth inning. And a chopper to short. They go to second for one. The turn. Got him. 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. We go bottom six. Still 8-2 Mets. Let's refresh over there again because I think it's now 8. Let's look at some other scores here. Rangers have a 3-2 lead over the Nats in the bottom of the sixth. Twins up 6-3 over the Blue Jays in the ninth. Dodgers up 7-3 over the Cardinals at that game in the bottom of the ninth. Giants and Braves tied at 3 in the fourth. A's up 4-1 over the Orioles. Mariners up 1-0 over the Angels in the fourth, and the Red Sox and Yankees tonight at 7. Charles with the weather update from the Nassau, Bahamas. 83 degrees, feels like 90 degrees. Expected low temperature of 79. Sunny skies, no rain in the forecast. Humidity at 71%, with a wind out of the east at 9 miles an hour. Hey, there's Daniel. What's up, Daniel? How are things across the pond? Saying hello again, John. How is everything in the States today? Okay, a little rainy here in the EST, but the Mets are out in the mountain time zone, so beautiful weather out there. Let's check our likes. We're up to 65. Getting closer. William saying, let's go Giants. Agreed. And the Braves and the Giants do have a 4-3 lead now. Still plenty of game there to go, but they were down 3-1. Philly lost. Philly lost 2-1. Philly lost 2-1. There's somebody else watching on the playback side. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Let me know if you can see the broadcast as well. All good over here, actually. Really nice currently. 18 degrees Celsius, which is much nicer. That's about 70 degrees, right? I believe that's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit inside 2-0. Blackburn, the new pitcher here for the Mets. Yep. Gary says it's 4-3 now, San Francisco. There's a strike, 2-1. Do you wish to be at Citi Field, John? No, I do not. I would rather much do this than go to a ball game. There's a strike, 2-2. But if and when the Mets do win a championship, me and Mrs. PAS will be at the parade. The 2-2. No. He foul tipped that. Still 2-2. Yep, Gary, thank you. Gary said it was 4-3. Yep. Let's just close this game out and let's go Mets. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. Baseball is a game of failure, but those who learn from their failures will fail less. Correct. And that one ripped into right field. That'll get down for a leadoff single. Frank says he'll be there as well. Happy to meet his PAS friends and family. The first pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. Seems like we've been playing well looking at the score. We have been playing well. Even when they played the Dodgers in LA, they played well. The 0-1. In for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. Bouncing the dirt, 1-2. I'll be there with Dr. Peppers, Yinglings, pants, and a whole sort of PAS accessories for my fellow junkies. Let's go. Hilliard doubled and scored his last time. Walked the other time. The one outside, 2-2. Raymond says, let's go, Blackburn. Teddy Smith saying hello. Welcome back, Teddy. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. Come on, dude. You had him 0-2. There will not be a stream. I'll be there. Oh, maybe you're watching the Mets live stream. Maybe you're saying check swing foul. Mets have been on fire at home with home cooking. A little home cooking might be nice. The curve is not working. No, it is not. Up high, ball 4. Come on, dude. Bring in a new pitcher, and we're getting the same nonsense results here. Well, Mendoza, yeah, if Mendoza wants to save the bullpen, Blackburn's got to start throwing strikes here. Where's the parental control? Go figure. The Braves get their best players back and are collapsing. Baseball is a strange game sometimes. Orlando is about to ground into a double play. Sign me up for that. In for a strike, 0-1. Must be getting warm. The AC just kicked on. The 0-1. Popped up, foul, 0-2. Once again, another battery's 0-2 on. Okay, this guy's not getting it done. Get someone else ready, please. No. Blackburn's it. He's saving the rest of the bullpen. A day off for everybody today, and then a day off. A4 says I'm in. Down low, 1-2. Welcome in, A4. Are you over? Did you come over from the YouTube side? Or did you find us here on playback? The 1-2. And the chopper to short. McNeil's got it. Steps on the bag. Fires. Double play. That's a 4-4-3 double play. Runner moves to third. Bernard says, come on, Blackburn, throw strikes, please. Teddy says, do you live stream other sports? Yes. For the NHL, I do a lot of Philadelphia Flyers action and football. Just because I don't pay for NFL subscription. So whatever game I get here on TV, I usually cover. But I usually don't do too much football until baseball's over. That's my playback username. Do you have an MLB.TV subscription, Alex? Can you see the game over there? Darren and I are actually watching the game together. And that one ripped foul, 0-2. No, I'm a Philadelphia Flyer fan. He grounded into a double play. I was right. You have one. Okay, good. Because if you didn't, I could give you a VIP pass for a game. I think Pete's going to make history today. Okay, what history is that? Just what the doctor prescribed on that double play. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. So after giving up a single and a walk, gets a double play and a strikeout. We go to the seventh, still 8-2 Mets. Double play is needed. Well, we got it. Charles says, so great for your support on the PAS network. Oh. Frank says, PAS definitely the place to be. Most strikeouts. Come back over and look at our numbers here through 6. Pen's starting to run out of juice. And it was my last one that I didn't order any. Dang. Oh, no, there's one more. There is one more in there. So good stuff. Let's check in on those other games again. Rangers still up 3-2 over the Nats in the 7th. Giants up 4-3 over the Braves, bottom 5. A's up 4-1 over the O's, and Angels up 2-1 over the Mariners. LFGM. Number 2 home run leader for the Mets. Well, he moved into the number 2 spot. He is tied with David Wright. James says, okay, we're rolling now. Let's go. It'll be McNeil, Mauricio, and Taylor coming up. Frank says, let's keep the focus, Mets. Hammer says Mauricio is going to hit a 500-foot shot. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0. James, okay, James. I saw that coming. Patu turning in on solo. Love it. Yes, I like Jacob Patu. And McNeil ropes one out to right. Freeman on the run. He can't make the catch. It bounces up over his head. McNeil will pull in the second base with a leadoff double. McNeil 3 for 4, all extra base hits. 2 homers and a double. That'll bring out Mauricio, who's 2 for 2 with a walk and a couple singles. So, voice crack. McDoubles. Notice that both Megill and Blackburn avoid throwing the fastball to lefties, particular McMahon, who only hits fastballs. Luminous says, I like doubles. And for a strike, 0-1. I figured Seth would win. They're definitely going to push this group to the moon. Yeah. Let's go, Mauricio. Swung on a Mets, 0-2. Frank says, that'll work. Let's go, Mets. James says, let's go, Mauricio. Charles says, I hate you, Solo. Swung on a Mets. He struck him out. 101 miles. Yikes. Well, Halverson, the new pitcher here. Frank says, I want to see some popcorn flying. McNeil with the big game today. Yep. Bounced in the dirt, 1-0. He pulled the Kingman, but I still love Mauricio. No, he hit one today. He already hit one today, David. He's tied David Wright with that home run earlier today. He hit one in the third. He's now tied with Wright. And fouled off. 1-2. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. After the leadoff double, back-to-back strikeouts here. Frank says, my apologies, trying hard to keep my eyes open. Frank, don't fight it, man. The more you fight it, the more it's a struggle. Go to sleep, dude. My bad. My leaderboard site hasn't updated yet. And check swing foul, 0-1. Beatty's 0 for 3 today. And that one driven out to deep right. Man, it's out of here. Beatty lines a 2-run shot over the wall. Gotta wait when that ball's hit out to right field because that wall. Beatty can really use one right now, and he does. Way to hammer. Way to go. What? The excellence of execution. 10-2 Mets. Yes. Now that it's a 10-2 lead, I take Lindor. The Mets there is, the Mets there was, the Mets there will be. I can see 14 runs this game. Beatty Bob. Go. WrestleMania going back to Vegas. Yeah, that's already been announced. They pulled it out of New Orleans and put it back in Vegas. They want it to be in Vegas every year now. Fouled off 1-2. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Pause now and give it a thumbs up. And TKO are ruining things. Well, Triple H is in charge of content creation, so. And base hit. Alvarez is 2 for 4 today. Great call, John. Thank you, James. Alvarez can really use one. Come on. Darren says, I was going to call that home run by Beatty, but opted to avoid the flack if he struck out. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. James says, way to go, Beatty. Nice 2-run shot. It's a beautiful thing. Down low, 1-0. That was Beatty's first road home run on the year. No. That's what Gary said, but I don't know. You just saw it. That was announced weeks ago. Nice homer. The 1-0. Down in the dirt, 2-0. Not that I went when it was in Philly or Jersey, but knew it was in the cards. Now going out to Vegas for WrestleMania, I don't know about that. Lindor lifts one out to left, and that'll be caught. That retires the side, but the Mets get 2 more. 10-2 going bottom 7. Stand up and stretch, everyone. Lindor is due. Lindor is due. Yeah, right, Beatty. So I apologize, right? Yep, we all had to. Most of us had to apologize to Beatty. Up to 68 likes on the stream. Let's go. Getting closer and closer to that 100 mark. What's going on, Lindor? Yeah, over 5 today. I don't think. Did he have a couple of hits last night? Oh yeah, he had 3 hits last night, and he had the big hit on Friday night. So let's come over, take another look here. Once again, I know we'll be done before Fitzy goes live tonight. But when I end the stream, I'm going to redirect over to his channel. So go over, even if you don't watch his stream tonight, make sure you give his channel a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. That young man, absolutely crushing it. Just graduated today as well. And then he'll be live tonight. I would paint his house for free. I can't stretch. I'm connected to my bed. Michael Cole announced it like it was new. Could rest Lindor now. No, I don't know. I've known for weeks. When they took it away from Villanova, not Villanova, when they took it from New Orleans, they announced it was going to be in Vegas. And that was at least a couple weeks ago. Yo, Red Rocks, I would love to see a concert there. Frank says, who'll be there at Mr. Fitzpatrick's? Oh, no. Why did they have a dinosaur for a mascot? Ray's back. What's up, Ray? Our Metsies up 10-2 today, doing the take me out to the ball game here. I believe it's still Blackburn in the game. Oh, there's the Little Leaguers. Frank says tap that like plus subscribe button. Showing all the pictures of the local Little League kids. Darren says, good. Hopefully this stays a lapper for the Mets. I want to get tickets. Willie Nelson's going to be in Syracuse in August. Does he sell bus passes? Victor says, Colorado really is a beautiful state. Your brother lives there. I know some of you guys know him because he comes into the chat every once in a while. Rising Rhino actually lives in Colorado. Luis Angel Acuna now in at shortstop, giving Acuna giving Lindor the rest of the day off. Fouled off 0-2. Hammer says this Colorado vibe has put me in a John Denver mood. That looked like the Wilpons. Outside, 1-2. Charles says a bird sitting on the tree is not afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. Bud says Rising Rhino was busy streaming today. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Ray says, hey, John, just tuned in. We're looking good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 home runs today. 2 from McNeil, and 1 from Alonso, and 1 from Beatty. That one ripped out to left. That's a fair ball into the corner. He's going to take the turn, but stop at second. A leadoff double here. Once again, the number 9 hitter getting on base. James says the Mets are having fun on this road trip. Honestly, could have won every game. Blew the 2 games in LA. Back to the top of the lineup with Beck. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Jacob's back. What's up, Jacob? How are you doing today? And fouled off at the plate. 0-1. Jacob says he's listening on vacation in Charles says Colorado, USA, Rocky Mountain Ranges. 0-1 to count here. They did get the double play last inning. Let's get another one. Oh, swung on a miss. 0-2. Oh, Ray was here chatting it up and never subscribed. Wow. Now he's subbed. Wow. And that one popped up. Shallow center. McNeil will make the catch, one away. That'll bring up Ritter. He's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch earlier. 2 strikeouts. These two guys in the booth, man. Talking cartoons. Talking Yogi Bear cartoons. Yes, beat themselves in that last game in LA because of the fielding. Yep. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. Cope swung on a miss, 2-1. I think Cope puts that in there. It's like that, thinking I'm going to say it like it's supposed to be said. Swung on a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. Is Jellystone Park in Colorado? No, it's not. Jellystone is not in Colorado. He says, I'll get you to do the voices someday, John. Maybe if we win it all, do the Rob Schneider voices. Oh, man. I already know. What I'm saying to everybody at the that one popped out to right. Alonso goes out. He'll make the catch. 2 away. I know what I'm saying to everybody at the parade. It's one of Rob Schneider's. It's one of Rob Schneider's lines. Raymond H is going to eat. Let's go Mets. Yeah, I'm getting hungry here. We need to end this ball game. These two announcers are screwy. And that one lined in the left center, that'll get down. That'll score another run. 10-3. Tommy says this Mets team is cooking right now. We can do it. Let me look. We're up to 7 subscribers so far today. Let's go. Once again, shout out to Hammer for the $5 super chat. The first pitch, grounded foul, 0-1. Yogi Berra. Now they're talking about Yogi Berra. 285 career average, 358 home runs, 3-time MVP, 10-time world champ, 18-time All-Star. And a ground ball to short. Acuna on the run. Got him. And the inning is over. But the Rockies get one. We go to the eighth, 10-3 Mets. It'll be Nimmo, Soto, and Alonso coming up. Let's come over and check the lights again, see if we're getting closer to 100. Oh, we're at 71. I think we're going to fall short just again. Rangers have gone up 4-2 now against the Nationals. That game going to the ninth. Giants still up 4-3 over the Braves. That game bottom 7. A's up 4-1 over the O's in the 5th. Mariners up 3-2 over the Angels. And the Red Sox and Yankees tonight at 7. Becca says loyally listening still. James says now watching Cena, Logan, and Jay. No spoilers in the chat, anyone. Any more runs are just gravy. Ray says, John, can I ask a question to Charles Quackenbush? Sure, you can ask a question to Charles Quackenbush. Is Charles still here? Oh, he is. There he is. Says we can do it. Hammer says, I'm calling it now. Soto to deep right center. The Mets, once again, Nationals and Rays. Anthony Dawkins, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing. Next 2 series are at home, and then the next 2 after that are on the road. And the next road trip is Atlanta and Philadelphia. Nimmo will lead it off. He went 0-1. Wow. Mets have scored 10 runs today, with Lindor and Nimmo being a combined 0-9. Yeah, it's good to see DeGrom having such a good year. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Darren says the more the Mets win, it's good for business, especially for content creators. Yellowstone? No, he was asking about Jellystone. That's where Yogi was. And chopped foul at the plate, 0-2 still. The Phil's brave stretch will probably determine if we run away with the National League East or it will be a battle. And I think 7 games. I think it's 4 against Atlanta and 3 against Philly. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 1 away. Hey, George is back. What's up, George? And John, hope all is well. Greetings to everyone in the chat. Frank says, welcome to the new PAS subscribers. Much respect to you. Don't forget his picnic basket. Nice try. Soto to right center would be a spoiler. Be careful. Mets are National League East beasts. All smiles, says George. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Charles says, in the morning, you have two choices. You can either A, continue to dream about your goals, or B, wake up and chase them. James says, he'll always be a DeGrom fan. Oh, we lost the sub. Outside, 2-1. Ray said he had a question for Charles, but he hasn't put a question in the chat. The 2-1. Swung on a man. It's 2-2. Darren says Soto's going deep. Bounced it down low, 3-2. Steve, wasn't it Ranger Steve? What was his name? The 3-2. Way inside, ball 4. Soto's been on base all 5 times today. 2 walks and 3 singles. That'll bring up Alonso. Alonso's home run in the 3rd inning tied him for 2nd all-time in the Mets home run list. Tied him with Wright. We're balling this afternoon on the PAS network. The first pitch. Oh, swung on a miss, 0-1. Cohen and Stearns are very grateful they're in control. The 0-1. And Alonso crushes one out to left field. If it's fair, it's go. It's out of here. And Alonso moves into second place on himself on the all-time home run list. Four RBIs on the day for Alonso. I'm a Dodgers fan, but I do feel bad for the Rockies. They need to move out of there. Their elevation play is a factor. Well, they don't need to move out of there then. You just build a dome. In for a strike, 0-1. Wow, Pete something. Polar Pete. Oh my. Go Pete. Polar Express. Well done, Polar Bear. Outside, 1-1. That was a nice homer, says Alex. I got to remember who's who now. Darren says it was an inside pitch that Alonso hit for a homer. Chopped foul by McNeil, 1-2. RBI hitting machine. He's playing for that big contract. Yes, he is. But I don't think they'll do that. Swung on a match, struck him out. 2 away. Yep, then they're always going to have those issues then if they don't build the dome. Great. Broke a rib, not an ankle. That means your play calling is incredible. Broke a rib. Strawberries coming. Oh, yo, I just said that Alonso hits it out. He moves into second place by himself. Way to go. I think the Rockies could be a better team if they built a dome or moved. The Rockies need to elevate talent. We're scoring runs there. Bounce in the dirt, 2-0. Repeat is now alone at the top of the Mets with multiple home run games. Oh, very nice, Jackson. That I did not know. I don't know what the number is. Nine. He needs 9 to tie, 10 to pass him now. There's a walk, 9 to tie, 10 to pass. Do we fans need a couple of games like this or what? Right? We just all listen to history in the making, only at PAS. Can you believe in Pete and his sweet polar bear strength? Rory says, "Hey John, thanks for the play-by-play. See you Tuesday. Have to make a run." Ray says 9. It is 9. Thank you, Ray. Let's go, Pete. Natalie says Alonso's my favorite player. And Taylor lifts one out to left. Beck is there. That'll retire the side. But the Mets get 2 more on the Alonso bomb. It's now 12-3. Cope says, wow, so maybe by the end of the month or early July, he'll pass him. Yeah. I didn't know if it was going to be by the All-Star break, but if Pete stays hot here, should definitely be by the All-Star break. Got to be impressed with Mauricio. Deep lineup with him. Yeah, I mean, not only does putting Nimmo in the 2 spot and dropping Soto and Alonso to 3 and 4 lengthen the lineup, but if Mauricio is going to be this good, man. We won't need guys like Alvarez to do much. Just keep throwing base runners out. Up to 73 likes on the stream. Let's go. Keep smashing them thumbs up. PAS is the reason I'm addicted. Don't blame your cigarette smoking on me. James says, my new favorite passed my favorite Met of all time, David Wright, and now he's chasing my favorite player from the 80s, Strawberry. Alex says, get the broom, time for the sweep. Let's go, Mets, says Franks. Becca says, I really do enjoy watching these games called by John with y'all. Charles says, Charles, I love it with Charles with all the quotes. For every cause, there's an effect, and for every action, there's a reaction. The choices we make. Bounced in the dirt, 1-0. George says, Mauricio behind Pete could be a nightmare for opposing pitchers. 100%, George. The 1-0. And swung on a miss, 1-1. Frank says the Mets are no joke. And I know there's some people that'll come into the chat and be like, you're all playing the Rockies. You need to relax. How do you think Philly fans are feeling right now, getting swept by the Pirates? Outside, 2-1. The Mets should put a retractable dome. I think that much better for the Mets. I think the Mets should build a dome, retractable roof in New York. Agreed. Becca, I'm going to have to take a closer. And that one lifted out to right. Soto on the run. Taylor can't make the catch. It's a leadoff double. Neither one could get there. I'll have to check that out, Becca. I haven't paid that close attention. Doesn't matter who we're playing. They're a major league ball club and we're winning. Yeah, Charles, I don't know. Ray asked if he could ask a question, but he never asked it. James S says Mets are the real deal. They're proving it every day. Let's go, Mets. Up and in, 1-0. A dome in City Field. That doesn't need to be a dome. It just needs to be a recharge. Just build. I don't know if they could add something to the new stadium, or if a new one would have to be built. Chopped foul, 1-1. Blackburn still humping. Yeah, Blackburn's finishing this game out. Why? Why would you take Blackburn out? You're saving your bullpen. You're up by 9 runs. Oh, okay. Ray says, okay, here goes, Charles. Are you the Contra player from Blue Rock? The Rockies won a game against the Yankees. Enough said. Mauricio de la Cruz. And there was nobody covering third, so the runner goes to third. They had the runner caught up, but nobody was at third. So they get the out at first. 1 away. We push Blackburn as far as he can go. And being a starting pitcher, he can go the rest of the way here. No, he says. Charles says no. Yeah, that's exactly how it works, Jackson. Just like we're also the reason because we talked about the shutout in the Mets 6-1 win against the Dodgers. We talked about a shutout when it was 6-0, and a guy was in here blaming us that the Dodgers scored. The Rockies are a professional baseball team. Well, and that one lifted out to left. Foul, 0-2. Better than getting nobody out. Correct. The Rangers beat the Nats 4-2. That game is now final. Nats are struggling right now. They've scored 11 runs in 7 games. Down low, 1-2. Bernard says this Mets lineup is built to win it all from what I'm seeing so far. The 1-2. And struck him out, 2 away. Didn't know we had that much influence, right? Any chance you get the rest of the bullpen? That's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, rest them all today. Day off tomorrow. Heat was a big game. Outside, 1-0. That responsibly, everybody. There's a strike, 1-1. I hate to jump the gun, but this team has the demeanor of a champion. They expect to win every game now, and those are usually very dangerous teams. Did he go? He went 1-2. The 1-2. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Blackburn kind of just reminds me with the beard and just the way he stands. Kind of reminds me of Reed Garrett. Like they have the same stance. Yes. Yep. He struck him out, so a leadoff double is wasted. We go to the ninth, still 12-3 Mets. Yes, Alonso is in second place all by himself now. 9 behind Strawberry. We had better numbers in this series than we did in the Dodger series. Views, likes, watch hours. Surprising. I have to admit, Blackburn has one fine looking beard. These games are what we call the anti-Pepto. Bernard says also I can forget about the pitching, also doing a great job. Welcome in. 10 new subscribers today. Love it. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up, hitting that subscribe. Dan B says baseball is dead, but here you are commenting on it. Right. I already said that, David. Hang out here and listen to what I say, dude. I already said that after he hit the home run. Yes, Blackburn will pitch the ninth. Yep. Could you imagine if they would have went 7-0 on this road trip? Woo. Beatty swings and misses 0-1. Beatty hit a 2-run shot his last time. Up high, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Frank says he can't do the Pepto. Why not, Frank? They're not letting you? Not letting you do Pepto? Inside, 3-1. Oops. Let's take that off of there. You know who we haven't seen today? We haven't seen Jonathan. Swung on a miss, 3-2. Dodgers are probably one of the few teams capable of doing that against the Mets. I would say Dodgers and Phillies. That's it. The 3-2. And grounded down to first. Second baseman will come over to get it. Flipped over to first, 1 away. Well, you can't win them all, but you win the majority of the games, then you're doing good. Let's go Mets. You can get Pepto at a price. So, yeah. And Alvarez hits one out to center. Hilliard back at the wall. It's out of here. Somebody's been calling for an Alvarez home run all day, and he gets his second of the year. Mets 6th homer of the day. 450. What a bomb. Not even smiling. Look at him. Carl says, for great play-by-play and outstanding comments, a powerful chat discussion with the best commentary sub PAS Network. LV, I don't care if baseball is dead, just as long as my Mets keep rolling. And a ground ball at first. Pitcher will cover. 2 away. That was Acuna's first at-bat of the day. That's a 3-1 on the putout. Alvi, I think it was Hammer. 6 homers. Yep. Alonso's got 2. McNeil's got 2. Beatty and Alvarez. He said, I'm scared to ask for a Tylenol. It's like $400 for a Tylenol in the hospital, ain't it? Swung on a miss by Nima. Got to go run some errands. John, thanks again for a great call. Aloha. Brad, thank you so much, man. Enjoy your Sunday. And 0-2. Couldn't check his swing there. LV, my apologies. Yep, without question, Dodgers and Phillies. Yep. And a ground ball at first. Oh, that makes it way through. So that'll bring up Soto. Darren, let me get back up to Darren. I was down on Pete all last year until he hit that home run against Devin Williams in the playoffs. But he's been very impressive this year. I mean, you guys that were hanging out with me last year remember that game. I mean, I was down on Pete all year when he dropped that foul ball in the Milwaukee game. I was screaming to get him off the team, and then he hits the 3-run bomb. This game is certainly going to help our run differential. Let's have some Soto pop. We were killing him. Yep. Bounced in the dirt 1-1. Camden, welcome back. I believe Camden's been here before. Remember, I got the 14. Hammer did say 14 today. An old-fashioned apology for Albie. Bounced in the dirt, 2-1. When he came up to face Williams, it almost felt like a movie. Amazing stuff. TKO, uppercut, MLB action style. From what I'm seeing today, the Mets look unstoppable. Everybody got to respect the Mets now. The 2-1. And fouled straight back, 2-2. Took a big rip. They're going to the 9th there in San Francisco. Giants up 4-3 over the Braves. That is old Albie. Let's see more of that. Yeah, Albie's 3 for 5 today. Albie starts putting up 3 for 5s. I'll take it. The 2-2. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. Darren says it's only 13-3. We need some insurance runs. Put it in the books. Thanks, John. Have a great evening. I have to go to work now. Thank you, Bernard. Take care. Old-fashioned beatdown. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. That'll bring up Alonso. Soto has been on base all times. 3 singles, 3 walks. Charles saying the Mets just need to stay focused and consistent. His humble opinion. But saying, come on, Pete. Pete has never had a 3 home run game. In for a strike, 0-1. Back-to-back hits. Three game 3 hit games. No, he went 0 for 4 last night. Good play, like bad play, is contagious. Yep. Outside, 2-1. James says, I think Pete put too much pressure on himself last year. And this year, he's realizing he no longer has to carry the team. This lineup and pitching staff is as good as any team. And he can go out and be relaxed because if he does have a terrible season, he can just stay in his contract. Outside, 3-1. The Rockies certainly have a cure for what ails you. Night before, he had 3. Yep. Pete's having fun. Total getting his confidence going. Fouled off, 3-2. Card coach with 2 squirrels, 2 polar bears. Yep. Pete with that batting average up to 302 now. And it struck him out. But Alvarez's homers puts the Mets at 13. We go bottom 9. Let's go, Pete. Take the bleachers. Nope. He struck out. 302. Well, it dropped now, but it was 302. Let me come over once again, everybody. He won't be live when we end, but it'll ask you if you want to redirect over to Thomas Fitzpatrick's channel. We'll be live tonight for the Yankees and Red Sox game. So I'll be hanging out in the chat after getting something to eat. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Did he cancel his stream? Because there's play-by-play with JJ. Let me come back over and look at the chat here. Not ignoring you guys. I was going to redirect you to Fitzy, but I don't see his stream here. And that one hit out to right. That'll get down for a base hit. He's going to third, and it'll be a leadoff triple. The number 9 hitter is killing us today. Well, Fitzy wants to cancel his stream because it's not there. He says he was going to be live, and then he cancels it. Okay. So let me see if CP will be doing postgame. That's ripped. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Nope. CP won't be live. Well, I guess that's it. So back-to-back extra base hits here. It's now 13-4. Rhino is live. Back goes the third. Pitches in for a strike. It says Rhino's live, but he's not live. Okay. He's going to be live. Fouled off 0-2. Let me come back over to the chat here. All right, time to put the women and children to bed and go hunting for dinner, boys. To all on the PAS Network live stream broadcast, you are valued indeed. Your support is greatly noted. This includes the silent listeners and viewers. Okay, Blackburn end the game on a strong note. Kevin says, hi, what's up, Kevin? How many hits did Soto have? 3. 3 hits, 3 walks. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. 3 singles, George, and 3 walks. Yep. What do you think of our truth thing? I think it was a day for the storyline. Yeah, it was Triple H even said it in the post press conference last night. That it was all part of the thing. The Mets record for RBIs in a calendar month is 34 by Gary Carter in September of 85. Alonso was on pace for 61 in June. Yeah, but he was here in the chat saying he was going to be live tonight. So the 2-2. And a chopper. That's going to be an infield single. Come on. Now 11-5. $13-5, not 11-5. That R-Truth was good, I'll admit. And he's not going by R-Truth. They have him listed on the WWE website as Ron Killings. That one line to right, that's caught. Why, Natalie? You're not wasting your bullpen in an 8-run game. OG Killings looks good. Oh, let's go. And honestly, watching it, did you think it was R-Truth right away? I did not think it was R-Truth. But I was confused by who it could be. The 0-1. And a chopper the third. Beatty with the barehanded got him. What a play by Beatty, too, eh? You saw Jimmy Uso? Down low, 1-0. Do you think Beatty will be a future Gold Glover? He's good. I don't know. Giants finish the Braves. Let's go. That one lifted foul, 1-1. Sharon comes in saying we signed Soto on my birthday. Don't destroy the bullpen. We got this. Down low, 2-1. This is a great win for the Mets. James says, no way. I had no idea. Because they played the storyline perfect. with announcing he was released or fired or whatever they said. Raymond says, thanks, John. Have a great week, everyone. Mets have to be very happy with this road trip. 5-2 on the road trip. We'd all have signed up for that when it started, right? Could have been more, too. The 2-2. And grounder to Pete. He's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the ball game is over. The Rockies do get a couple late ninth inning runs here to make it 13-5. Well, good stuff everywhere, everybody. 18 games over 500 now for the Mets. See you Tuesday, says Alex. San Francisco just won. Let's go. 10 games under 500. Let's go. Darren says put it in the books. If you have not done so already, there's still time. Pause now and give the like button a thumbs up. It was way too small for Roman. Yes, it was way too small to be Roman Reigns. Put it in the books, and the ball game is over. Winners never quit. Winners never win, says Charles. See you, John. Let's go, Matt. See you, Ray. Thank you for subscribing. Successful road trip. Until next stream, peace. Brooks, Beatty, Robinson. Good game. 18-7 on the road now. Mets are 13-4 since May 21st. Let's go. Thank you once again for the good work you do. Thank you, Victor. Thanks for the awesome play-by-play. Thank you, Vintage. No spoilers, everyone. I just may get a tattoo saying we got Soto on my birthday. Good stuff, everyone. Let me come over and put that on the screen there. Let's go, Mets, says Lux. Thank you, John, for another great stream. And, of course, live chat. Camden says, let's go, Mets. Thank you, John. See you next games. So thank you all so much. Awesome stuff. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evenings, everyone. We will be back live. I'll start making those tonight. I'll start setting up those streams for Tuesday night. And, yeah, we'll be back for the Mets. 6 games at home, 3 against the Rays, 3 against the Nats. So hopefully we can keep the winning going. Enjoy your day off tomorrow. Yeah, and a day off from streaming. A day off from streaming. I have to go to my real job. Keep shoveling the dirt on the Braves. All right, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much. We will be back live on Tuesday night.
You